Hey, this is Darren with day 33. This happened over the weekend, so I don't actually have a timer because I did it on the plane in between falling asleep and announcements on the plane. This was more reading. I got a lot of reading done while I was on the plane in Linda's book. One thing that popped up that was just so clear that writing a movie and telling stories in a film is much like speaking. Well, there's one section here that Linda points out that if you use a variety of themes, make sure that they're related to each other, that there's a sub-theme dimensionalizing the main theme. Sometimes we create unconnected themes such as story A about love, story B about greed, story C about reincarnation, and D about community. There's not one clear theme through the movie, through the moves throughout the story, meaning that the film won't be clear. And that's quite often the exact case, even if it's a 7-minute Toastmasters speech or a 1-hour keynote speech. Sometimes we go off on tangents, and that's why we teach about the premise. The other, I don't know if you call it aha or what, but let me show you that I started jotting down a couple more ideas of themes that should be in the film, and one of the ones is this man right here, Dave Fitzgerald. Dave is definitely going to be a main character in that, and what he wrote to me one day blew me away. As I didn't realize how much, even though he was a headline comedian, and openers aren't supposed to really be able to influence headliners, but I remember my night enthusiastically where I told him he had to come to NSA because he really wanted to make a difference in people's lives rather than just the comedy. So I somehow, through God's power and my enthusiasm, I convinced him to come to the National Speakers Association the next morning, and Alan Weiss was the speaker then. And anyway, on that picture that you just saw, he wrote, "You have changed my life in ways you cannot imagine." And I really, when I was kind of writing out some notes for that idea, for that scene, I really get choked up. We don't know how much we can inspire other people by what we do and how we do it. So I know now that just getting caught up, and I was actually tearing up on the plane. I don't know what the couple next to me thought, but oh well. So it's just interesting, and I know that that's part of my story and also part of my message, again, with the theme of what my theme is. So I'm realizing that the theme of the movie, which I've never thought of movies as having a theme, is that it goes right back to my championship speech, being willing to fail. So I think that will be the part of the underlying theme of the whole movie, that line that everything and every story is kind of tied to or related to. So, don't know how many minutes I get closer, but I know it was at least over an hour, maybe 2 hours. But a lot happened. So I'm filming this morning, but it was actually what happened yesterday, since I landed about midnight and I was pretty much comatose. So there'll be another one today, but the progress happened yesterday. So this is just a video recapping yesterday. So day 34, I may be wearing the same shirt. Anyway, so I'm definitely closer, having more ahas along the way. I realize from the actual doing it and talking about it just brings me more ideas and more enthusiasm. So that's why I'm doing this, to inspire you to commit to making daily progress towards your dream. See you later tonight. Stage time.